This is a good place to be inside the Cincinnati Museum Center because they always have something cool going on. And this week they're debuting a brand new exhibit devoted to architecture all across the country. And here in the Queen City, we have certainly seen our architecture change and adapt over the years. Cody Hefner right now with us talking about this collection. They're panoramic photos.
Panoramic photos, and it's amazing because it's not, a lot of times you think panoramic photos and it's just landscape. But what's incredible about these is, for example, there's a shot of City Hall here in Cincinnati. In the room, you sort of do a 360 around the room where it sort of repeats on itself.
Really?
And it's not a distortion or anything like that. There's no funny business going on. That is the architecture and design of the space, but you see it in that way, and it's just so incredible.
So Thomas Schiff, this particular photographer we're talking about, was this a special camera or a special lens he was using at the time that was probably the latest technology, latest and greatest at that time?
Yeah, he is known for this technology, known for this camera, and he does this incredible photography around the country. And this exhibition brings 40 of those photographs together. It's specifically looking at civic structures, so the U.S. Capitol, state houses, city halls, libraries, courthouses, and kind of unpacks what does that architecture say and mean about our civic virtues and our democracy.
Well, it looks spectacular. First of all, checking out some of these. And you'll notice when you use the panoramic on like your iPhone, you'll notice how it'll sort of bend things around to try to squeeze everything into the shot. And you can see that same effect, only it feels like we're not getting distortion. You're seeing sort of a almost like a Rorschach test. You're seeing parallel images of an ink blotter almost.
Yes, it is really incredible. And there's going to be shots. We just saw a shot of the U.S. Capitol that are going to be instantly recognizable. I think a lot of people will recognize City Hall here.
Where's that right there? Do you know?
That one, I'm trying. I think one of these is a state house in Nebraska, I believe.
Gotcha.
But yeah, these are I think that might be City Hall. Great. This is a great quiz for me to fail. That's the Capitol. We're good. But when you look at these spaces, and what you see is you see a lot of natural light. You see a lot of public artwork as well. You see a lot of wide open spaces because this is, at the time these are built, this is what we want people to think of our democracy, of our values. An open space for gathering, for forum, for discussion. Bright light, it's open, it's transparent, we're not hiding anything. Public artwork, we want people to find joy in this, we want to celebrate this.
They were also a way to dazzle the public, to show them, hey, look, this is our might, this is our power.
Absolutely.
This is where where we're drawing you to be in this public space, but these are the people you're supposed to trust to take care of you, and this is supposed to be like wow. The wow factor was definitely always built in, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to make you feel in awe, and it's not necessarily in awe and cower, but to feel kind of the power and the might of government and of democracy to kind of protect and take care of you as well. And you think of the U.S. Capitol, it's this static shot in movies all the time establishing, and people instantly know it's the United States, and they have connotations that come along with it. Same way, the Kremlin in Moscow and things like that, and people have a different view of that. And I think people around the world will have different perspectives based on it, but that's the power of architecture, and that's what the exhibit's all about.
I know they're wrapping me. When is this there and how long?
This opens this Friday. It's going to be here through October 19th. It's included with the museum admission, and as you mentioned, it is air conditioned.
That sounds like a win right there.
That's the selling point.
Cody, great to see you. All right, let's go back to Dan now.